Today we're going to center focus on a topic we haven't in a while. And the topic is about how your energy influences and affects others. How by being your own leader, not being afraid to persevere over anything life has thrown at you. How you are your own safe space and can be whole, but also that you allow yourself to be vulnerable and show that even though I know how strong I am and that I can do these things on my own, doesn't mean I have to. There's been an upgrade, there's been a change in the air, there's been a flow. And many people are pulling on your energy and learning from you as we speak. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because we have a lot of people that feel whole when they're with you as well. And a lot of people who in their life have tend to be, you've ever heard fight or flight? Well, I have this other terminology called leave or lead. You're a leader. And it's not that the leaver is this pathetic person or anything or like lower than a leader in that representation. What it means is that certain people, because of anxiety, because of what they went through in their life, their default is to retreat for safety. Also, sometimes people try to default retreat because they feel like if they remove themselves from the situation, everything's going to be okay. You see, you notice people like that. You notice when there are certain individuals who retreat, and certain individuals have been used to being thrown away. All I keep saying, this could actually be, this could be a vision I'm seeing with the way it's coming about. Like somebody leaving from a party, an event, hanging out, and they're just kind of stilled by themselves. They decide to leave without like trying to say anything to anybody. And you're like, yo, where you going? See, people notice that you're the one that notices everybody in the room, no matter what's going on. You watch the individuals around you, but also just space in general, like a hawk, like an owl. You could have some form of, I'm not diagnosing you. This would be something you're already diagnosed with. You could have some form of PTSD. Because what I see is a person that likes to stand in the corners of every room. I see a person that likes to let everybody else go first. I like to see a person that cares as much about others. But I'm also hearing somebody keeps saying I. Like there's somebody here, there's a past loved one connected to you that is like, you need to see from all the times you've decided to wear your heart on your sleeves and be vulnerable in like your anxiety, your trauma, you've allowed that to build a staircase to fruition, to be able to drive down a safe path. There's been a lot of on switches. Some of you plan on going out for Halloween, some of you plan on staying home. But there's this sense of somebody wondering if you're going to party. Okay, maybe there's some individuals who also want to invite you out. Maybe you've been invited out already to certain events, and people also can notice that you're the individual. So you also in the past could have been somebody that was like a partier or would partake in events now that just don't meet your frequency, that you've outgrown. So there's individuals that want to hang out with you, but there's also, there's going to be this yin yang with all of this, as above, so below. Like, we're going to hear how your energy influences not only beings of light, but beings of dark. And I like more to say beings of high vibrations and beings of low vibrations. So individuals who are cycle repeaters, who are the abusers, are the ones that decide to leave their dark mark on the world instead of use it as a strength to lighten the world, tend to try and cherry pick little individual things about you and make fun of them. Or there's just this sense of like, I just hear mama, mama, mama. And what I take that is like certain individuals trying to talk shit on your name and it just going in one ear, not the others of the ones around. You see, others at this point in your life, anybody that doesn't have their best interest to be your best interest, and for your interest to be their best interest, they're out of your life. But there are a lot of individuals from your past that are pulling in, and some people are saying, like, this energy of, man, I want to hang out with the old them when they were a partier, or do they think they're too good for us now, blah, blah, blah. And that has nothing to do with it. You've flipped on switches. You've turned no's into ons. Okay? As above, so below. When you beforehand were putting a brick wall, basically saying no to yourself to your highest timeline by repeating and doing all of these things that no longer served you. Hanging around jobs, habits, partying, etc. And I'm not saying there's inherently anything wrong with the word partying, but it's like you get to a point where it's like, this is old. I've outlived that part of my extreme partier life. And also there's a difference between like raging and then partying once in a while. These individuals, a lot of ones who you had to leave in the past because they didn't want to grow, are definitely trying to discredit and pick at anything they can. But the individuals around are like, no, you're just trying to shit on their name for no reason. You've turned your nose to ons. You've switched everything. When you released all of that part of your life, on switch to your highest timeline. All right, so I think they told us to go ahead and speak right now about that low vibrational energy to get it out of the way. Because with me, guys, you're always going to get full picture, not just the fluff. Matt, let me know, identify some things about who these people are, because it will help me go forth in setting barriers on, that is the person that's trying to pick up on my energy. I'm going to set a barrier for that specific person, yada yada, a protection barrier, protection spell, if you will, to not let them be able to get into my information instant. You're thinking about blocking some people. I'm always the one that says in love aspects, if it's a person that you're still in the midst of dating, if you're blocking for no communication to like not make amends, there's a difference for blocking for that versus blocking because somebody is simply on your page because they're trying to pry information. You see, I feel this sticky energy of there's a lot of people that are on your Instagram page, to be specific, that look at your stuff like a hawk, don't like anything, might even have fake profiles so they can look at your stories so you don't know that they're looking at your stories, are acting like your biggest number one fans when they're hating. Certain of these individuals you have definitely partied with. There's certain individuals that are from high school. I can't help. God, you really want me to say that? This is how I help them unveil the path for the future? Y'all, okay, it's gonna be a little grody what I'm about to say, but this is what it is. So you have probably like puked with this person before. That's a very specific thing. I'm talking about like right by each other's sides. Or same room, same vicinity, same party, whatever it was. There's an aha moment. There are definitely energy vampires surrounding you, and if you've been called to block certain individuals, you don't owe anything to anybody. If this isn't somebody that is a love dynamic that's still in your life that you've chosen to keep communication and it wouldn't make sense to just block, if this isn't anybody that cares about truly you and gives you balance, give and take, and you want in your life, you don't owe anybody anything. You could block them if you want to. You don't have to have this specific aha moment. Oh, they did that. No, your body's registering something for a reason. I also, that's a funny thing that you could have always felt sick around them too. By meeting you, gave them a concept they had never thought of before. A mindset. A journey. An inspiring soul. Let's get into this. You see, somebody else has also, your energy has significantly not only impacted but brought balance, restoration. And a person that sees this whole new beginning with you is done being in situations where everything's one-sided with them, one flow. A person that sees they missed a lot of signs with you in the past, but going forth, they're going to be loving, they're going to be compassionate. You see, you're sitting on a throne within your own self. You're not caring anymore about if I should try for this, if I should try for that. You're just guided. You just go with the flow. You know what to do. And people see you in a high light, so therefore this person has felt intimidated by that. There was they felt caged to their own insecurities. And that's why they separated from you for a while, but they're done with that. They're like, I'm not going to let you get away because of my fear. I don't know how to explain it, but I internally trust you without needing to know you. You have nothing to prove to anybody. And people feel that about you, that you don't want to change anybody's perspective in a sense of you don't want to control the way a person thinks. And you're not persuasive. This is your truth. This is your reality. And you're caring and you're patient. You tell people your universal truths so they can listen and take all information for themselves and make their definitive decisions. Because of that honor, because of that fire, is why people can't get their eyes off you. You're a light source. You will attract all bugs, all things. Another part of you, a part of your soul that people, wow. Individuals are really like, yo, this is the farthest thing from a chicken. Also, they're like, you, it's almost scary how much you are able to go through. That no, people are like, I would not want to trade places with, like, people see that you do not want to trade places with anybody in the world, that you're so happy within your own skin. But also, okay, go with me here. People also are like, damn, that person's so strong. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if the roles were switched, if I was in their life, if I would have been able to get through those things. You could be a Gemini as well, because with the two twins, and also I think the moon's in Gemini today. So there has also been a lot of air signs communication within self, but with others, it's been easier to flow. People see you're not about games at all. You very much are like, okay, no. I understand when we're just roasting each other, when we're just shooting shit, having fun, versus there's an energy frequency that's changed, and you're also very much about having fun, but not picking on people. There's a difference between picking at your bros, at your best friends, at your family, and then it turning into like bullying. There's a difference. And as soon as that line is crossed, you shut it off. There's a lot that comes in store when people are like, there's so much energy when I hang out with you as well. It doesn't matter if you guys are doing the biggest of things or just chilling at home watching TV. You have a expansive laugh. You make people laugh. Your laugh is one of those laughs that just make people laugh and smile. I'm telling you, you make people wheeze. I'm hearing wheezing. And just a mega box of fun. It's like, if people know if you're there, it's going to be a good time. If you're there, there's going to be good vibes. And if you're there and something goes south, you're going to protect. It's amazing. And the biggest thing of all is that it's beautiful to know how other people think or view you or how you affect others. But the reason that you do this to everybody is because you see that you are perfectly imperfect. And you see your life is perfection. I say it with that pause because why does it have to sound bad to say my life is perfect and understand that you don't have to hold this perfection aspect? It's beautiful. It's your melting pot. It's your story. And the way everything is blended together is perfect. Continue forward. You're amazing. Everything's coming together. All right. Let's get it.